Okay, so this time, Mugenbine, I think this guy's called Mugenfire. This is a Turboroid, which is like a Mugenroid, but he's turbo because he has wheels on him, makes him extra fast. The basic body's pretty similar. The arm articulation actually, it goes out this way, so that's actually nice. These pegs don't move. Some of the pegs are, I think, yeah, no, these pegs don't move. These are extra. Anyway, they're a little bit different. I should bring up one up here for comparison. How terrible of me. Okay, so Turboroid, Mugenroid. They're a little bit different, but not too much different. This guy has wheels. His head can actually turn, which is pretty cool. He doesn't have any letters on the side of his head, though. Ah, Mugenbine. How could you? And they don't fold up. I mean, this is basically the only way they fold up, because the arms don't hinge like these guys do. Moving on. So, for whatever reason, they decided to make 4 Mugenbine toys that came with the Mugen Brick. Oh, that was out of camera, too. I did that. How terrible. The Mugen Brick. You see, it's so terrible that the Turboroid doesn't even like it. The Mugen Brick, I don't know if it has an official name. I mean, it's a big brick with pegs in it. Oh, but you can throw stuff in it. But be careful, because all these little ridges and the pegs get caught and So put this away for a moment and we'll come back to it. So these 4 figures, which is like Mugen Fire, Mugen Police, and Mugen Build, and Mugen Hercules. I don't know if those names are all right. Come with a little Turboroid and with a really simple transformation, except for Mugen Hercules, but there's already a really good view of him, and plus I don't have him. So you flip this guy over on his back, you find some cockpit-looking piece and then some other piece, and you just sort of slap it on. Really simple, and because he's Mugen Fire, we're going to add a little water gun thing. It almost looks like a ladder, but has cannons on it, so I think it's like a water gun. Be careful, this actually rotates here. You might be tempted to attach it like this, and do this, which actually looks a bit better. It's sturdy, it ratchets. But then you'll have a problem, and you may not care, because who cares about the brick? The problem because he actually will be a little bit too tall to fit, and that'll make you very angry until you realize that it actually goes like this. So that's what the brick's for, and that's Mugen Fire. No, there's more, fortunately. So we'll show you what the brick can do. We'll put the Turboroid aside for right. Well, actually, I'm completely ahead of myself. The Turboroid is actually officially has a robot mode with stuff attached to him, which is you take the stuff off his back, and you take one thing, and these pegs are different from the standard pegs. They're just for Turboroid fists. You give them a weapon and a shield. And all these guys do that. So there he is. You know, the weapon's not too bad, and the shield actually clips on nicely to the arm. You're left with this piece, officially, so you might be tempted to clip it onto his back. Putting it on like this, or like that, or not down there because that'll restrict his legs. Will restrict them a lot, so I like to reverse it, clip it on like this, which still, his arms will cause it to pop off a little bit, but not as much. So, for me, this is his robot mode with stuff. But we're done with that, so maybe we'll get rid of them and cut to a commercial. Okay, so now the Mugen Brick, and this is the reason why you won't want this figure is the Mugen Brick, because the Mugen Brick also comes with parts that clip to him. Let me back up a little bit, and it's kind of confusing how exactly this goes sometimes, but basically, like every Mugenbine thing, you're just going to slap parts together, and I think this actually officially goes like this. And then someone's going to tell you it is something. And sometimes it looks good, and sometimes it looks bad. me raise my tripod up a little bit. So this is his base. All right. I don't know. I mean, okay, you can, you know, kind of drive and park in here. You can't parallel park because, you know, you can't quite fit in there. You can hang out over here. He can drive inside. You can't turn around in there, so you have to back out. And then this thing actually rotates and has some guns on it, which is kind of cool. But then it has these big ears. I don't know. Is it supposed to look like a bird or something? Are those wings? I really don't know. I don't know. I hate it. It's terrible. So well, actually, you'll probably do that once if you get this figure, and then never do it again. Fortunately, there's some other things you can do with this brick that make up for it. Because you look here, oh, we have this kind of looks like a cockpit piece. I wonder what I could build out of something that looks like it has a cockpit, and then there's some wheels on it, and then oh, now these wheels fit on the brick, and this thing goes on here, and I wonder what this could be. How much of that was off camera? A lot of it? Well, whatever. This is his, I guess, big vehicle mode compared to the Turboroid. This is really not the best camera for this job, but hey, it's the one I got. It's not even mine. I didn't steal it. It's on loan from someone. So he's pretty big. I think he's actually pretty cool looking. He's got a bumper that sticks out. This doesn't have to stick out if you don't like it sticking out. You can actually hold it up that way. And you know, this piece just... Did I really do that off camera again? Okay, concentrate. It doesn't have to stick out if you don't want it to stick out. Instead, you can remove it, rotate it, and put it back in place. However, I prefer the appearance of it sticking out slightly. So there you go. This cannon thing actually moves, and it's like a little water gun. Officially, these stick off like this, but I don't like that. So I like to move them up just one peg forward. And I like that a lot better. It makes it look a little bulkier and mean. And you know, your little Turboroid vehicle, he can... It's one fire truck that gets inside another fire truck. How cool is that? So you can do that kind of stuff with them. And this is actually pretty good. I like this. It's fun to put together. It looks pretty good. It has a big, you know, Mugenbine logo on it. So yeah, I like it.